Okay, so we've I've read the article for you, and then I went over the article again and tried to summarize the ideas. And now I'm going to go over and just review or help you make a list of vocabulary words that you might want to review. Okay, so I would check out the word seemingly. Oops, seemingly, which means something that it looks like something. It seems this way. It looks that way. Urgent means immediately, immediate, important. Task is something that you need to do. Job or a job. Okay, let's see. Proposal. You probably know proposal, reorganization, working this project. We didn't get to, so the vocabulary is pretty easy in this one. To craft. To craft means to make or design, produce. Those are all analogies. Okay, they're not. You look in your dictionary, it might give you a little bit different meaning, but we're not going for specific meaning here. We're going for the main idea, the general meaning. So I want you to be able to look at an article and get the main meaning. Okay, we're not talking about. We don't have time to argue over little differences in words or vocabulary. We need to understand the essence of the word, so that you can understand the essence of the article. So, if you want to look this word up, and take your time looking at it, you can do that. I oftentimes go over here to uh, right click on that word, and you can look at synonyms for these words. Okay, craftsmanship, ability, expertise, dexterity. I mean, all these could, they're kind of similar in the idea. Okay, but in this case, they're using the word craft, and craft is a verb. In this case, it can also be a noun, but here it's a verb. So to craft, to create, to design. Okay, a good document. Now, sometimes you look at the dictionaries and they're not exactly the same, and it drives you out of your mind. Well, you need to relax and try to understand what is the idea, what's the concept, what's the general meaning, what are they trying to say here? Okay, you get all mixed up trying to compare words, and especially if you use a dictionary that's not an English dictionary, you get yourself in all kinds of trouble. So just take your time, relax, try to get the main idea. Next paragraph. See if there's anything in there. Proposal. I think you probably know proposal. Security agreement with the boss. Key corporate function. That means a very important function. Okay. Now here it says key corporate function heads. Now what the heck does that mean? Well, it means the people, managers, or people in or important positions who have important functions. Okay, so key corporate function heads. Those are people who are important to the organization. Going on to the next paragraph. Convey. Convey means to communicate. Okay, a sense of urgency, a feeling of I have to go quickly. It's important. We have to go now. Okay, ready to move forward. I think you probably know that. Was she deluding herself? Was she fooling herself? Was she lying to herself? Okay, deluding. Let's see, next paragraph. Many variations of this hurry up and wait dynamic. So hurry up and wait is kind of a expression we use for, you're really stressed to get things done, but then you're supposed to wait until it's your turn to get things done. So it's really, really frustrating. And a lot of times when you are driving from one stoplight to the next, and you hurry up to the next stoplight and you wait. Then you go to the next stoplight and you wait. It's crazy. It's stressful. And this is what happens a lot of times in companies. They ask you to hurry up, and then they want you to wait. It's like, well, you just told me to hurry up. Now you want me to wait for 3 weeks. Well, why did you have me do it? Why did you make me hurry it up and do the project in 3 days when you didn't need it for 3 months. Go to the next paragraph. A starting point for understanding this issue is a dramatic acceleration. I think you guys know that. Dramatic acceleration, strong, intense acceleration, to go faster. Let's see. Because we live in a world of continual real-time communication, we've got used to assuming, to expecting that everything happens instantaneously. That's right. You guys can try to repeat this. Instantaneously. They want things instantaneously. As such, it's almost unthinkable for managers to give an assignment and say, oh, it's unthinkable to hear managers say, oh yeah, take your time, think about what it takes and let me know when you get to it, okay? No, bosses don't say that. It's unthinkable. Where is unthinkable now? It's unthinkable for a manager to say that. Instead, there's almost an unconscious default position. Always unconscious means and default means they automatically have this expectation or this position, okay, to push forward for rapid action. Okay, push forward for rapid action, even though you're not ready, right? So you're making everybody else jump through hoops, go quickly, and you really don't need to do that, because pretty soon everybody's asking for everything quickly, and not everybody needs it immediately, but it causes a log jam or a traffic jam or a situation where you're trying to put too many things through the eye of the needle. Intersecting with this drive for speed, also mixing with this drive for speed, this need for speed, is the reality that many organizations have slimmed down. In other words, they've reduced their employees and departments, and then they've reduced costs. They've got rid of managers and staff, but they still need the same work, right? So the surviving managers are expected to do more and more and do it faster and faster. The result of trying to drive more work through fewer people is a jamming of the queue. There is simply no way to get everything done at the accelerated frames that many managers expect. So vocabulary here looks pretty good. Here's the eye of the needle, right? Something too small to put everything in. Okay, so the problem is, the problem is that some tasks or assignments really do need to be carried out, but unless they're treated differently, the same bottleneck. Bottleneck is like a traffic jam. It's like trying to jam too many things through the eye of the needle, too many things through a small opening. And it's like a common phenomenon, something that is, unusual or special or different. And he gives us an example of what happens in the hospitals. Okay, so there's nothing there I think we need to worry about. Next paragraph. In our case, the manager really didn't want to move things quickly. And aligned on the project. Aligned means organized, agreeing with, ready to go together on something, prepared to do something, aligned. In this context, aligned, you look in the dictionary and it means a little bit different. But here, for the purposes of this article, of this paragraph, and of this sentence, aligned means to get everybody to agree, to come to a consensus, to agree on something. Okay? Going down, she intended rapid action, but she couldn't pull it off. Here's a nice idiom for you. She couldn't pull it off. She couldn't do it. Okay, next paragraph. So there's no easy solution for dealing with hurry and wait. But you feel that this dynamic, this character, is affecting your team's work. This dynamic. A character dynamic is different qualities or characteristics that are operating. Next paragraph. To put a premium on something. That means that you feel that something's very important. Okay. Are there repetitive tasks in your team that don't you? Overloaded manager. I think it looks like you pretty much got all the vocabulary there, except there's an expression. She gave her team more bandwidth. She gave her team more bandwidth. In other words, more room, more time, more space to handle important projects. So she's playing with words. Bandwidth is usually what you talk about when you're talking about the capacity of your internet connection. Here we're talking about bandwidth and room or space to handle more urgent projects. And the last paragraph, or almost the last paragraph, let's see here. List of priorities, prioritization. I bet you like that word. Prioritization. 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 Okay, you like that? Okay, some more fun words here. Priorities. Here we go. Given desire that permeates today's culture, that permeates, that mixes with. Okay, so I think that's pretty much all the. Like there's another word, syndromes, like an illness or something that is like a sickness, something that happens that's not a good thing. Okay, that's all. I've given you some general explanations of vocabulary words. Okay, these are not dictionary definitions, but they accurately reflect the intention of what the what the author's trying to do. So just you gotta kind of trust him a little bit here. Okay, that's all we're going to do on this article. We'll come to the next article later. Feel free to comment or go to the blog to make any comments or questions or requests. Your questions or make requests. Thank you very much.